Welcome to Divinity Original Sin's 2 Honor Mode Plus run. Twice the amount of enemies, but only 25% of the XP. I'm feeling cocky because we are so well equipped and everything's working fine. I hope I'm not overdoing it, but with all of our resurrection symbols and with a nice gear, I want to have a little bit of a challenging fight. Usually this here is kind of more more catered towards level 12, 13. But I thought, whatever, let's give it a try. So we are basically stealing whatever we can find in the house, and then we're going to talk to her. Matter of fact, we are informing her that we need to go into the cellar. She's kind of, yeah, no problem. And then we say, well, you know what? It is a problem because we don't like you. And you can see she's already level 10, so that gives a general indication about what we are going to expect. It's more a kind of difficult area that we're going to go in, but it's also a very, very rewarding area. This is to be precise, the starter quest for a long and very rewarding quest line. If you play it right, it has the potential to give you, I think, 80,000 experience and a hell lot of loot. But it also contains one of the more difficult encounters. And since we play on boss encounters, it feels like the guy that was doing the mod somehow put in thrice the amount of enemies. We might as well be up against 15, 20 enemies. And if my memory serves me well, we talk about really high-level enemies. Like level 10 is easily the lowest that we're going to find. So, got ourselves a nice little ring. Aero, Thurk, and Necromancer. I mean, it's fine. We don't necessarily need it now. So, by moving into this area, we kind of already got the first 5,000 experience. We find a little bit loot, but the more important part is what's in the next area, even one level further, right? So, the easy part is pull the lever here, separate Sycon, good. So they warned us about being locked into this room. And you can take a wild guess what's going to happen with us. It will come totally unexpected. And I can show you two ways of how to deal with the situation. Number one, ignore the trap that is in here. There's a trap like literally here. You can ignore that by just flying over and simply not giving a damn. That's the easiest way. So, we just found out we found a letter addressed to Mordus in his chamber. It mentions his attempt to assassinate Lohar in the behest of some unknown figure. It also mentions some sort of a ritual, Mordakain. Dora will no doubt be interested in seeing the letter for himself. And we can do that. So, in case you have not listened, then, oh, well, he was flying over it. Anyways, if the door would close, you would still have that lever here. Effectively, if your party stays outside, there is really no reason to worry. Now, up to the lower parts, we're lockpicking the skull here. You need, I think, 4 or 5 lockpicking in order to do that. And this here is where the more difficult part starts and where we are going to see a fight. But as for every great fight, there is a puzzle before you can fight. Let's use Spirit Vision. Basically, you can see that there is a puzzle there. So let me solve it real quick. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was somewhat along these lines. None of that is correct. There you go. Just remember the picture 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you are golden. What I did not do though is double check all of the content of these things. Good. And this here is where the encounter is going to start. Let's start a new video for that.